What's going on, guys? Creator here, back for a new video. And this is my review of the GT-02 Gorilla and the RH-03 Rabbit from Tokumei Sentai Go-Busters. GT-02 is Blue Buster's Buster vehicle. Unlike Go-Buster Ace, both GT-02 and RH-03 only has 3 modes instead of 4. The first mode is Buster Vehicle GT-02, which is a truck-like vehicle that can travel on its own without Blue Buster. The next form is Buster Machine GT-02, where Kurosaki Banana combines with it into interface mode, where a gorilla animal head taking over the grill of the truck now. It can act as a carrier for standard vehicles. The final form is Buster Animal GT-02 Gorilla. This mode can launch powerful banana-like missiles that are powerful enough to destroy certain Megazords. RH-03 is Yellow Buster's Buster vehicle. Like GT-02, it has 3 modes. The first is Buster Vehicle RH-03, which is a helicopter vehicle that can travel on its own without Yellow Buster. The next mode is Buster Machine RH-03, where USADA Lettuce combines with it into interface mode, with a rabbit animal head taking over the grill of the helicopter. It has the ability to lift heavy objects. The final mode is Buster Animal RH-03 Rabbit, the main Megazord Yellow Buster. In this mode, RH-03 becomes a rabbit and now has new abilities like jumping very high and digging underground. Now, before we get to the 2 Zords, let's first look at the box quick again. Big box, as you can see. Got this from Amazon. It's time for Buster. You know the catchphrase for Tokumei Sentai Go-Busters team. There's Tokumei Sentai Go-Busters logo. Here is the GT-02 Gorilla in his animal form. So is the RH-03 Rabbit. Again, this is a triple changer, so you can go into 3 different modes, even though one of them is literally just putting a face in, but I digress. Comes with both of the faces for Gorilla, Kurosaki Gorilla and USADA Lettuce. Right here is the GT-02 Gorilla and RH-03 Rabbit set. Bandai, obviously. Starting from the left, again, just shows all 3 combinations from vehicle, machine, and animal form. On the top, nice artwork showcasing Blue Buster and Kurosaki Gorilla, Yellow Buster, USADA Lettuce, and Go-Buster O, because basically if you get this set, you can actually form the Megazord. That's what it's telling you, as you see that cool picture right there of the Zord. As you can see right there, if you have Go-Buster H, which I do, GT-02 Gorilla, and RH-03 Rabbit, you can form Go-Buster O. And in the back, essentially saying what I just said, the bottom was the same thing. I just love Bandai's art because it's all color, really very nicely done. I just prefer that. Showing the box again, pretty much seeing stuff I literally just says, shows how you get simple stuff. Simple stuff, if you're my age of 21, you should be able to figure this out. You would think that I even have a hard time doing this sometimes, so yeah, there's that. But alright, there is the box of the DX GT-02 Gorilla and the RH-03 Rabbit set. Now it's time to actually look at the 2 Zords itself. And first, in vehicle mode. And here is the GT-02 Gorilla and RH-03 Rabbit and their Buster vehicle mode. Basically, their transportation modes where they first start off or coming from the base. They are in this form. Since this is a set, I am reviewing both of them at the same time. We'll start off with GT-02 since he is the second member of the team. And like I said, guys, this is the Gorilla's Zord, or Blue Buster Zord, and shaped like a truck, which I find very, very cool. Detail, I like it. I like the 3 colors, red, blue, yellow, because of Go-Busters. And I mean, because that's the core team right there anyway, so I like the emblem. Shows cheetah, gorilla, and rabbit. Again, that theme going on, which is pretty cool. Nice detail all around. The truck. Very cool. On the top side, not really special there, just an H. I really never knew what that meant, but I digress. Back, see some secret stuff you're not supposed to see yet. But yeah, so I think it's a pretty neat truck. Again, just like the Buster Beautiful Red Buster Ace or Go-Buster Ace can also roll, but not as freely as the Go-Buster Ace car mode. It can roll, as you can see. It's not as freely. You have to put a lot of friction, I should say, into this, so it can actually move. Pretty neat. Overall, though, I like it so far. Between like out of the two, Cheetah Nick and his, I still prefer Cheetah Nick just because you have 4 different combinations. But this is only the vehicle one. You still got 2 more to go. But so far, so good with this guy. And now looking at the RH-03 Rabbit and his or her. Is Usada Lettuce considered a guy or girl? I couldn't tell you. We will consider him a guy, says the voice actor was a guy. So, yep. This is the vehicle mode again. It doesn't need Usada Lettuce or Yellow Buster to pilot this. So, pretty cool. Helicopter style thing, has propellers. Well, 2 of them. 1 because part of body, and 2, again, secret. So that's pretty cool. Nice paint. Okay, I can touch this with my always wet, soggy hands, and the paint never wears all that, so I know it's good paint. The propeller, if anything, you can actually spin the propeller, or at least attempt to. You can at least attempt to spin the propeller, which I think is pretty cool. But that's pretty much what RH-03 Rabbit does. It's basically like a aerial offense that they use. The fire missiles and enemies when both the Gorilla and Go-Buster Ace are unable to really defeat the enemies there at that present time. So that's why they dispatched her in the first place. So overall though, I think it's a neat little figure as well. I mean, again, it'd be nice if, what was I about to say? It would have been nice if I feel like this could have been a little bit more colored in, more like on the sides. Okay, it's cool that they even have the logo on here. I know it's hard to absorb, but I feel like this could be a little bit more darker gray, if that makes sense. I'm just nitpicking at this point. I mean, Go-Busters is my favorite series, but I feel like these two could have been a little bit more darker. I only say it because this combines with another piece of the Megazord. So that's why I'm saying I wish it could have been a little bit more darker, make the Megazord overall look pretty cool. Okay guys, so there are the Buster vehicle modes for both GT-02 Gorilla and RH-03 Rabbit. Next we will be looking at the Buster machines of GT-02 and RH-03 Rabbit. Now to get both GT-02 Gorilla and RH-03 Rabbit in their Buster machine modes, you first need these things. Not wondering what they are? Ooh, wrong way. First need these things. Probably should be in this hand. First, this is Kurosaki Gorilla in all its glory. Very cool little thing. It's obviously going to be used as the face. Very neat. For such a little figure, they sure as hell put a lot of detail in it. Same thing here. This is Usada Lettuce. Shiny plate. Very awesome there. And so basically what you do during Bust Machine is go with GT-02 first. See this truck right here in the front? Well, this tab can actually go down. Or you're just going to bring that down until it faces completely straight this way. You guys can see that. And then we will add him and flip him up. And put him right in. Actually, put his legs down and then go right in. That's what she said. don't put too much pressure on it. That's the one thing I can say. See, if you put too much pressure on it, that's gonna happen. That back, and there you go. It's back on track, and boom. GT-02 and Buster machine mode, same thing with the rabbit. All you're simply doing, in this case at least for the rabbit, is putting the propellers this way and simply just plugging in. And boom. Rabbit in Buster machine mode. No difference, as you can see. This almost looks like, I always thought from first glance, if you were to look at this, it looked like more of a beaverish or squirrelish, or it's just, maybe that's just me, because this looks like a smiley face of a beaver. I always, like, it always like threw me out. It was like a smiley face. But you may have thought they were going. Who knows? But otherwise, yeah, that's very much the only difference between Buster Vehicle and Buster Machine. They add themselves into it. And now same thing looking at the RH-03 Rabbit. Same thing. Virtually no difference between. I want to actually make sure I'm actually putting her antennas right. Just give me one quick second. Put her antennas right. I mean, basically, technically, in theory, it's supposed to go this way, and then boom. All right, much better. Still, the issue is that, so that's slightly an issue. Guess they could have made the ears go down like a complete 360, which I can't realistically do. Or although, again, nothing really too different about these forms of both of these two. Now we're going to move on to their final form, which is the Buster Animal GT-02 Gorilla and the Buster Animal RH-03 Rabbit. Now we're about to form the Buster Animal mode of GT-02 Gorilla and RH-03 Rabbit. Now, due to how complex, well, not really complex, but due to all the parts moving of the GT-02 Gorilla, I'm going to put aside RH-03 until we actually transform the rabbit. We're going to be solely focusing on this person first. As you see, I already had it halfway ready for transformation. So to start transformation on this, what I would personally recommend is do that. Close these, completely remove that. Basically, we're just removing stuff all together. Remove that, remove that. I would recommend getting that apart. Take all that stuff apart, and boom, you have a bunch of just filling out pieces. Now what we're going to do is, you got to find a certain piece. See that white one? This connects, corresponds, I should say, with another white piece. Boom. So what we are going to do is set this right here, move this right here, and we're just going to connect these two pieces as such. There's a connected point right there, perfect. And then you'll simply move this arm out. So that's one piece done. Same thing with these two. So I'll put this to the side. I know. Look at me being complicated. Same thing right here. Put these two together. Eventually form. Make sure they're obviously corresponding with each other. In this case, it's not really. Make sure that they are. Am I doing this the right way? I believe so. Why is it on this side? It's weird. Oh, okay. I was doing it wrong. I was wondering why it was on this side. Same thing. Make sure this connects to that. Boom. I got that piece. You are now going to remove him. See this? You're going to flip this down as such. And then you're going to connect these two joints again. And we're going to do the same thing with this piece. Crap, I almost lost the piece right there for a second. Boom. Put that to the side for 1 second. We are going to open up the head of this. As you can see, it actually shows the gorilla now. Now what we're going to do, it really doesn't matter which side you start off with first, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to start off on this side. You can connect it with this little side piece right there, connect this side point of him right there, and do the same thing with this side. You're going to connect it, and then everything else just comes to place like that. Put his arms out as such, and now the only thing left to do is finish the transformation by simply putting this down like this, rotate these bad boys as such, put that down, and make sure this connects in the back. There you go. You can hear the click, and boom. This is the GT-02 gorilla in his animal form. Now it's time for us to form the Buster animal RH-03 rabbit. And unlike the other two, the GT-02 gorilla and CP-01 cheetah, this won't be as complicated. Where I'm going to do it from front to back. So first thing you want to do is actually lift this ears up just a little bit. You see these things right here? Well, these actually come down, form the front legs as such. You can now detach this, and this can just easily, we'll put that in there in a second. This also comes off, and we're going to put them like straight, kind of like antlers, because they are antlers, and we're going to place it as such right here until they hit a perfect groove spot. There you go. It's tricky to actually get them evenly on there. It is kind of tricky, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of tricky. So yeah, and it's funny because before this video I had no idea. I mean, I know this, you're supposed to move this down, but what I did not know, and maybe not a lot of you might know, you know you might, because this toy's in 2012, these actually move, form actual legs, and that came off. I knew that was gonna happen. You want it even. And you can just move the accordingly. And boom, that head is back. And last but not least, like I said, this piece, it actually just sits right there. And voila, I present to you the RH-03 rabbit and Buster animal mode. And here are the two main forms for both Zors, the GT-02 gorilla and the RH-03 rabbit, both in their animal forms. We're going to quickly look at both of these figures before we call it into this review. So looking at GT-02 gorilla first, again, these are pretty much like, how should I describe these? These are like, I guess, windmills, I guess, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. For the show, these fire out bananas, which is pretty funny because obviously gorilla get the joke, haha. Fist in the show, he actually stands up as a suit actor in the suit, so yeah, there's that. Everything comes together. That's one thing I like about the Go-Busters, or is like everything, they use everything nothing feels out of place, and they're able to put these things together, and it's actually pretty cool. So details are just the inside, just revealing the stuff. In terms of it, it's a nice bulky Zord. It's funny because again, Go-Busters, they are like really focused on their separate Zords. Like each Zord is important in their own way, which is kind of awesome. It's not just, oh, these 5 Zords form the one Megazord. No, these could be just as important by themselves without forming the Megazord, which I liked how Go-Busters took that route with it. So this is the Gorilla. Now let's look at the Rabbit. Again, Rabbit's pretty cool. And before this video, I swear to God, guys, before this video I had no idea these come down. So this whole time, basically, I had it like this. When I always shared it, I knew it looked weird. I was like, what the hell? And I kept looking at the box. I was like, that ain't right. It wasn't while I was filming this that I actually realized these come off like that. Hey, the more you know, right? I mean, that's pretty awesome. Her blasters, as always, she can use these as cutters, and she can dig at the ground. Very nice. Again, the tail, which this will come into play eventually, but this is the tail. And that's pretty much it for that. Kind of a bulky figure. This doesn't move. These can't move like up and down. Obviously, these are solely moving because of the transformation. And these are also like jetpacks or missiles. I forgot which one. I'm assuming these are like the boosters, which make her go or jump super high. I completely forgot. Overall, though, I like Yellow Bus. Again, all these Zords feel important. In fact, this has 3 forms. It's pretty awesome. I can see why like they had no auxiliary Zords until way later. It was only one auxiliary Zord. Excuse me guys for the cough, it's because I am still kind of sick doing this review, but that me being sick was not going to stop me from doing it. Overall, though, I do like both Zords. My only gripe is really towards the blue one, and that's personally because it's not like the actual, like, how it's presented in this show, I guess. I know the reason why, because, dude, if you wanted to form the Megazord, they had to put it in, like, a stationary pose. So I guess him, Gorilla with his arms down, like, that was the only, like, logical way they could have done it without overcomplicating things. Because in the show, he can actually stand up and move around. I know monkeys, they move with their hands, but it's like, they could have also made him stand up. I know that wasn't going to be physically possible, but yeah, the Rabbit, I have no complaints with the Rabbit. Hey, again, before today, you guys had no idea these came down, so you learned something new. But, yeah, that's my only gripe with GT-02 Gorilla. But overall, I would definitely recommend this set if you're a Go-Buster fan. And I would also recommend you buy it as a set. You can buy these separately, and I bought these on Amazon. You can actually buy these separately, but I would personally buy it in a set because it's actually cheaper. It was like, what? For me on Amazon, at least around that time, it was like around $8 or $10 cheaper, which, hey, every little bit helps, as I say. So I would definitely buy it as a set. Otherwise, you'd be paying an extra $10 just buy them separately. That's just unless you want the separate boxes. By all means, if you're a collector, you want these separate boxes, why not? I decided just to get the set, make it a lot more easier, so I can have all 3 Zords at once. Thank you guys for watching today's review of the GT-02 Gorilla, the DX GT-02 Gorilla, my mistake, and the RH-03 Rabbit. Next time, we're going to be combining all 3 Zords of the core ranges to form the Go-Buster O. I'm about to say Great Go-Buster O, because that's not that one. Otherwise, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you like today's video, you should hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, this is Crater, signing off. Catch you guys later. See ya.